So the building in shot now is the Cabildo de Lanzarote. Several layers of government here on the island. The ayuntamientos, or the town halls. Next up is the Cabildo, and then beyond that the Canarian government, and then finally the main central government in Madrid. Right next door to it is the intercambiador the bus interchange, intercambiadora. So if you're coming into Arrecife on the bus, this is where, in fact you can see one pulling in there from, we're going to Playa Honda Airport. This is where you'll get off if you want to kind of be closest to the centre of town. There is a bus station and a Estación de Guaguas as well in Arrecife, but it's right the other side of town, so if you want this end of town, this is the best place to get off. Then over here we have the Parque Maritimo, which is the maritime park, and you can see the ocean in the distance there. There's probably a sailing boat in the centre of frame. We have lots of events down here, things go on, kids hang out. There's a skateboard park in the middle of it. Just a really nice chilling place, and some nice pathways run through it to the Promenade, which runs all the way from here to Puerto Calero via Playa Honda and Puerto del Carmen. We've walked through the Parque Maritimo and we're onto the Promenade now. You can see that there's a big sailing race going on today. Now Arrecife means reef, and there is the reef that protects Arrecife and its beach. Always very calm in this area. Looking back at Playa del Reducto, it's low tide at the moment. Lovely golden sand, and in the centre of the frame now there's a section where there are a load of palms actually on the beach, fantastic for shade. And there is the famous Arrecife Grand Hotel, currently being refurbished. When we first came to the island 20 years ago, it was a hulk that had been through a fire. Reopened as a 5-star hotel, and they're taking advantage at the moment by carrying out some refurbishment. And then just beyond it, the square shape you can see is Castillo San Gabriel, which is one of 2 castles that guarded Arrecife in olden times. And that walkway goes out to El Islote de Fermin, which has the idea there is it's going to be a kind of leisure centre with a outdoor swimming pool and gym and stuff like that. Been refurbished twice and never actually opened because they had all kinds of legal issues and planning issues and stuff like that. It appears to be imminent once again, so let's hope that takes place. So that's Playa del Reducto. This is the beautiful bandstand in the centre of Arrecife, right next to a children's park here, and behind it the old post office. The bandstand was restored, I don't know, I guess about 10 years ago or so. I mean, it was well, rebuilt basically. It was a facsimile of the original bandstand that was there. Sweeping across, there's Castillo San Gabriel with its 2 cannons pointing out, and this was the old onion wharf where ships used to come in to load up onions from the fields, and it was always covered in onions. We're going to walk just a little way along, show you a couple of other things. Great little cafe here, frequented by the taxi drivers. In the distance you can see the Puente de Bolas, the Bridge of Bulls, so called because of the 2 concrete bulls on top of it. That area out there where the castle is used to be the main car park for Arrecife, and we all used to drive along this bridge, and there was a guy on there, I can't remember his name, who used to take €1 off you to park there, or as it was in those days. few hundred pesetas. And we're now at the end of Calle Leon y Castillo, which is the main high street, if you like, in Arrecife, also known as Calle Real, the Royal Street. We walked through from Calle Leon y Castillo to the Saturday market in Arrecife. Which is right by the church. As you can see, it's all about local produce, wines, cheeses, fruit and veg. And there's the church. This is Marina Lanzarote, obviously a big yachting marina. You can see all the boats there. Across the water is the Escuela de Pescado, the fishing school, where they train fishermen, the next generation of fishermen. And like most marinas, what you've got here is a line of bars and restaurants, boutique style shops. So there's Restaurante Asiatico Marina. There's a Burger King here. Upstairs there's a really nice gymnasium with a swimming pool on the roof that you can visit for the day or join on a monthly membership. There's kind of perfume shops, a few clothing shops, excellent shoe shop called Terali. And over on the left hand side there's a public slipway you can use to launch your own boat into the water. Part of the Puerto Calero Marinas group, this built a few years ago, never really took off in a big way as a social destination, but pretty successful as a yacht marina. Socially, it's a bit of a way out of town, and just about the time that this was built, Chaco San Ginés, which is across the water there, really took off again and became the popular nightlife place on the island. So that's Marina Lanzarote.